Welcome to the Fellas Coin Podcast, where we talk about news, entertainment, and all the above. My name is D. I got my brother here, OG. OG, what's up?
Yo, what's good, D? What's good?
You know, I was actually this morning, I got a day off from work, and I'm over here. I do my normal routine, wake up, look at my stocks.
Got a schedule?
I got to. It's almost like I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I'm 33 right now, and I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I look at my stocks. I look at the news. Go on a couple of YouTube, kind of mess things up.
Yeah.
I would go on YouTube and watch like creators and different type of people doing. It's very relaxing. Oh yeah, it's relaxing. And I take a walk. I take a walk. Sometimes I figure out things. I always look at my bank account just to see if it's not double charged anywhere.
Yeah.
And it was relaxing. I always say you need to get a routine. Everyone needs a routine no matter what they do in life.
Yeah.
Because it just it's so much craziness in the life, and you feed off all that negative energy in the morning. It just make you have a bad day.
I like that. Routine. Yeah. I don't have a routine. I don't have a routine.
You don't have a routine one bit.
I'm saying I have a routine, but it's not like yours. I don't get up, and then the first thing I do, look at my stocks. I actually just bought my first stock. I was telling you that earlier today. So I guess I'm gonna start to add that into my routine. That I don't look at my bank account. I just get up. You know, if I have bills, I look at I have like a financial app that I use to whatever bill is coming up, and then watch TV. I go to my DVR list and whatever I didn't watch a couple of days ago, I catch up with that. But so I don't have a full routine, but it's a little one. I
rarely watch TV, and when I do watch TV, it has to be like a series that I'm watching. Yeah. I watch news sometime when it comes to the weather. But I'm a YouTube guy. I think when I decide I'm going to cut off cable and just have internet and just go on YouTube TV and then just watch other things. Yeah, just use the apps because I don't really watch TV. I don't watch TV one bit.
Really? Yeah.
I stream and then that's all I do. And I always try to have a different type of segments when I'm streaming. So one segment will be about phones. One segment will be about finance. One segment will be about budgeting. One segment building some stupid random thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you straight up. I'm completely opposite. I watch TV. I have the DVR. There's a couple of shows I always got to watch just to catch up on every day. And just like that, sequence of just, shows that I miss along the way. I like watching that. And you know what I like? And as much as I have apps, there's a lot of streaming apps out there. I like the fact that there's a good guide. I can go down the guide and just look for certain channels. I know what stations I like, what channels I like, all of that. So I like cable. I like TV.
You like TV?
I don't like paying it. I don't like when that bill I get that alert that the bill is due on this day. I don't like it, but I do like the guide, man.
I'm in that mood of always making sure the budget's there, making sure I'm saving some money. I have on one of my apps, it takes out $1. And this is just a new thing I just started doing. Take out $1 a day and it say get that $1. Yeah. It goes right into a savings account. I don't see it. It's $1 a day.
Yeah.
And it's called Get That $1.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Never heard of it. That's actually
it's not. It's just one of my banking app. But when you say put the title of the autosave, I put $1 a day. Say get that $1.
Oh shit! I like that. That's back in the day. I used to have bank. I still have Bank of America, but way back in the day,
keep the change.
Yeah, they had. I thought that was clever.
That was
good. That did add up for a good amount of change. They just got rid of it. Obviously, years back they got rid of it
because they was giving too much people money.
They would match it. Yeah, exactly. So it was good. It was, but then again, for them, it was more of an idea that you start to build wealth on spending. Yeah, it was always based on as soon as you spend it. Because, I'm assuming banks will charge whoever the merchant is. This is what we're going to charge you for it. And at that point, they're still making money that way. But then again, if you're using debit, I think it was also different. But I thought that was clever. I like that idea. $1 a day.
Get that $1 a day. What's that? $365 a year?
Yeah,
and then what I'll do, I put $1 a day, and then I put $25 a month. So you calculate that. Was it 25 times 10, 250? Was it 250? What? Well, 300. That's $665 a year of nothing.
Easy.
You probably
That's
spend.
A trip.
Yeah, when how sometime when you're doing like you on the phone. And then they try to ask you if you want protection for something. They say it's only $1 a day for protection.
Insurance or some type of coverage.
Think about it. They want $1 a day just for protection. So I thought in my mind, I say, let me get that $1. and he get that dollar.
Yeah, I'll tell you something even better than that is that what if you take that, like you talk about stocks investment, and at the end of the year, you actually take that and invest into something. Now, the thing you could lose all of that.
Yeah.
But if you're smart, you do the research, you can multiply it pretty good. Like I just started, and I've been asked you a lot of questions about it. I just started investing. So I want to take whatever I have and start to multiply it. Obviously, it's not going to come quick. I got to do a lot more research. But it's one thing if you just take that money, just leave it in there. But what if, let's say, you can take that money and then make it bigger and more?
Yeah, I do my own taxes. And when I did my taxes, I was in the positive last year, and I started in July.
You get your taxes yet?
I did my taxes
back in last episode of 2020. You didn't get your taxes yet. Did you get it back?
I didn't get that one yet, but I got this one. 2021. It's weird that I got 2021 before that one, but I had a positive in stocks. I had a positive. It was gains. And obviously they tax you on your gains, especially everybody who's doing their stocks with GameStop and stuff. They tax you.
Yeah, they're going to tax you on that, right?
Yeah, they tax you high.
Yeah.
They tax you high on that
40%, right?
I think it's probably even more than that. Sometimes capital gains is 45 to, it's high. All I know is high. I'm not a tax guy, but high. But when I did my taxes, I got gains and it was good. But we got a jam-packed show today. We're going to talk about... What we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about JLO and the breakup. That's gonna be a little crazy one. Does celebrity relationship even last anymore? That's my thing. We're gonna talk about the sensation of Coming to America. Was it good or was it not? Obviously, we're gonna talk about the versus Raekwon and Ghostface Killer. Not Method Man for some reason. And then LeBron, congratulations, owning a team finally. Which team it is? We're gonna talk about that. So let's get it rolling. So. First thing first, Arod and JLo.
Did you see it coming?
I was surprised with this one because all the others, Ben Affleck's I saw coming, Casper I saw coming.
Who's Casper? Is that Chris Judd?
No, Casper's another one. It was another. Yeah, Casper. She was dating President Casper. Chris Judd I saw coming. Diddy, it's a hit or miss.
So the thing with Diddy, remember, like she got into Diddy, and I think it was all around the world was a music video where they had that outstanding dance scene, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Was it cha-cha? What was they doing? The waltz or something?
Oh yeah, it was a nice little dance. It was
so
all
around the world, right? And they're both great dancers in their own right. And I think that was where you were like, this relationship is meant to be, right? But then Diddy, with his bodyguard was involved in like the legal battles, and then I think JLo was like, that's not the type of dude I maybe want to be around
probably.
With.
Then right after Diddy was Casper, so that's why. And then obviously Mark Anthony for a long time.
Mark Anthony, which is essentially the opposite, and we're talking about the music industry, is the opposite of what P. Diddy represented.
And Mark Anthony was big in the Hispanic community, so that was a good look for her, in my opinion. And then obviously she was married once back in the day with her high school sweetheart. But Mark Anthony was a good look for her. And then when they was married for 10 years, and I think it's kind of stretched because they had kids, to be honest with you. But
too.
But A-Rod, I heard that he was doing some extra things with Southern Belle. That's why it was the situation with A-Rod.
So you're saying in this case, JLo got tired of A-Rod as opposed to A-Rod?
No, I think A-Rod, there was rumors allegedly that he was talking to someone else. Mm-hmm. And then obviously,
I don't know, we touched on it in our New Year's Eve episode where, the singing, that you said she couldn't sing. A-Rod was there. A-Rod was like right there in that, audience, what was restricted. He was there watching JLo sing. He couldn't be happier. You see the eyes just glow.
It's called publicity, man. It's called publicity.
You know what I'm saying? She's mine.
So the thing is why they canceled a mega mansion. So it's obviously something was up. They canceled that mega mansion. They was going to buy a mega mansion together. Keep in mind, she's collecting more rings than Thanos, the way that she's rocking right now.
Now, for the record, I don't know 100%, but I feel like A-Rod's net worth is higher than JLo.
I don't know.
Is around like less than half $1 billion.
A-Rod is
because remember A-Rod signed them 2 huge contracts.
And he owns a couple of things
Yankees,
too.
With the Texas Rangers.
Alex Rodriguez is banking.
So
and I can tell you that right
now. JLo's
now.
around $400 million, I believe.
And A-Rod is $350.
Okay, so probably they're close.
Probably close. I'm not gonna say. Obviously, JLo is still a brand.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that
beauty line.
Yeah, so she's worth about $400 million. So 50 million less. But at the end of the day, they could have been a power couple because I don't think Mark Anthony. The only one that she probably made way more money than her is Diddy, and that's the only one.
And Diddy's, I think, around $800 million at this point.
And then Diddy is
Diddy was climbing at that point.
Yeah, he was a billion. He was supposed to be the first billionaire until Jay-Z and Kanye West and right. Dr. Dre.
It's funny, to this point, I'm still waiting for the announcement from Camp Diddy. Like, hey, we hit that $1 billion mark.
The problem is, I think the Revolt TV station is holding back.
You think so?
And what else he does?
He sold Sean John. He doesn't own.
He's suing Sean John too.
He is
making his likeness.
The likeness. I know that. I saw that. So he did sell Sean John, and I think it was just more him of getting rid of burdens around his, surroundings, being able to keep up with different, avenues of. So
you're saying to me, because we was talking off air, saying that none of these relationships is benefiting JLo. These relationship benefits JLo. I'm telling you.
Hell no.
All these relationships that he had. So hear me out. Obviously, we're not talking about the Caspers and Judd, all those people. But
sure.
First, Diddy. After Diddy, her hip hop started blowing up. Her hip hop presence started blowing up. Mm-hmm. Then it was.
So you're saying she was more accepted in the hip hop community because she was with JLo. Okay.
Because of JLo. Okay. Then after that, hip hop, you notice that she started going away from hip hop. Then she started dating what? Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Her acting started doing a little better. Yeah, horrible, but it still got
Jersey
better.
Girl, I think she had.
It still got better. Still got better. I think the last good movie she had was Selena and the Hustle one that just came
way
out.
Back.
Yeah, but she don't. I don't like, but a lot of people like her. So, and then. She needed to make.
Anaconda was decent.
Anaconda was decent, but it's more Ice Cube and Voight over there.
And then the girl from SWAT.
Yeah.
The one with Ella, I forgot her name, but yeah. Her.
So another one was actually, I think, was a smart move, Mark Anthony, because now she has the Hispanic community all in it. Because Mark Anthony's big in the Hispanic community.
He is. But I don't know if that necessarily was for her image and otherwise for acceptance in the Latino community.
I think it's for her image.
I think they just kind of fell into each other. I think they both had similar minds. They both love music equally.
Let's just put it, they're both Hispanic. They're both Puerto Rican.
But that's what I'm saying. They were very similar, so they fell into each other. It was kind of like that, old saying, love at first sight. It was kind of like, I'm sure they knew each other prior to getting together, but they fit in. It wasn't like her saying, hey, if I get with this guy, my image is going to go to this level in the Latino community. If Mark Anthony's saying, hey, I'm going to get better because I'm going to have a girl like JLo, I think they just fell into each other. And then at that point, they had 2 kids. They were together for 10 years. You're not with somebody for 10 years. Otherwise, you're really in love.
A lot of people are with someone for 10 years.
In love with them.
Go ask some of these little miserable-ass wives if they with their man because they have kids.
So, remember way back in the day, remember MJ, Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Remember when he got with Lisa Marie Presley? Remember that?
That's tabloids too. I think,
but that was done for the sake of image, right? Yeah, it was like, hey MJ, hey, you need to be with her. She's the daughter of Elvis, the king of rock and roll.
It's more because there's a lot of.
But there was no love there,
it was a lot of. They thought that he was a homosexual and all that good.
Yeah,
stuff.
but I'm saying that was for the media,
but
not the JLo Mark Anthony.
My thing is, and we're gonna start talking about like JLo, Halle Berry, all those cats, those good looking women over around 50. They can't keep a man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Holly can't keep a man. JLo can't keep a man. Like how many times?
Refresh me, Holly. Who she was? I know it was a celebrity.
So it's never like a big celebrity. It's like
the dude was older.
Yeah,
guy,
he was older, but he was like some model heartthrob. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it. JLo, she was married 3 times. Kim Kardashian again. Mm-hmm. So we going back to the situation. Kim Kardashian. How many times these celebrities gonna get married?
Yeah, for her. I mean, you name it, right?
JLo's
athlete, musician.
JLo got athlete, musician, actor. Mm-hmm. So think about it. Hey, your guess is good as mine with these relationships in Hollywood. It never lasts, and it's just.
So this is how we can judge all of this at this point. Do you think her next relation? Because she looks great. I know she's like 51 at this point. She has the money. She has people. Her family surrounding. You know what I mean? She just needs like that stable.
Well,
I guess,
allegedly, they're still working it out. So it's one of those things they might be working it out. So
like Elizabeth Taylor, was it?
I don't know about Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was
it Richard Burton or something like that? She went back to
Elizabeth Taylor is just a little bit off. But allegedly, A-Rod and her is working it out. So it might be
then
one of those.
Why the announcement then?
I don't know. Who announced it? They didn't announce it.
Somebody in their camp announced it.
Yeah, that's what everybody do in their camp. Everybody.
I'm saying usually they do that because if, let's say, you see JLO with another dude or A-Rod with a chick, it's not like, oh, but A-Rod is stepping out.
TMZ,
A-Rod's doing this. It was more like, hey,
but TMZ
there's a mutual,
TMZ just stopped A-Rod 2 days ago, and he said he's not single. So at the end of the day, it might be something A-Rod did that made this situation happen. That it looks like, but they did cancel their mega mansion, so that's a big thing. I didn't see JLO didn't say nothing yet, so it doesn't even matter. If JLO didn't say nothing, you got to keep it private, I guess. But let's say A-Rod do leaves and JLO leave A-Rod, what's next? It's gonna be a rich white dude. Rich.
She doesn't need a rich white dude. She's rich already.
But they do that. Look at Eve. They do that.
Yeah.
Look at. It's one of those things because they want to be comfortable. It's gonna be some rich white dude that can't do nothing. But I don't think he can handle that body. I tell you, that's J-Lo. How the hell you?
Yo, she's 51 and she looks good.
How you handle? She even dated Drake for a good hot minute, allegedly.
How about Keenan Ivory Wade? Did she ever date him?
No, she dated Wesley Snipes though. She dated Wesley Snipes.
I didn't know that.
She dated Wesley Snipes. That was weird.
She
danced with this. She dated this guy from like what was his name? He dated for Dancing with the Stars. One of the dancers. Yeah. She just at least she don't always dates big superstars. There's a lot of backup dancers and things like that. So if you was dancing behind her, you probably would have had a chance.
It's one guy. Everybody has
Chris
a
Judd.
superstar.
Chris Judd wasn't like Casper. Chris Judd. Come on.
Like you said earlier, your high school sweetheart.
Yeah,
it was that mutual bond they had. But
I don't know.
P. Diddy, superstar. A-Rod, superstar.
Yeah.
Mark Anthony, superstar.
Yeah, that's it.
Ben Affleck, Batman.
Not the worst Batman.
I'm not saying he's the best Batman, yo. You know what?
Batman. Ever since that,
it'll go down in history.
He took Matt Damon's like freaking geniusness and made it. Although I like him in The Town, so The Town was actually good. I like The Town, but the question is, does these celebrity relationship last? It's almost like it's pointless.
I'm trying to think so hard. I really am. A celebrity.
Robert Downey Jr. He was with his wife for a long time. I know she's an actress, so with him, it does lie. We can't say it doesn't last at all.
I'm trying to think of like a high end. Obviously we know there's like some other power couples. Like Beyonce, the Jay-Z type. We know there's power couples out there.
And even that almost had a little problem. No, I'm talking about Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Been together since 1983. They last.
Damn, that's a good one.
They last, and obviously the one who just died with Penelope Cruz.
You got me on that one.
He just died. Just said Douglas.
Michael Douglas. No, that was the grandfather. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he died.
The younger one.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, they're still together.
Yeah, they're still together since 2000.
Yeah,
2000.
Yeah. The dad is one that Kurt is one that died.
Yeah, Kurt died.
Yeah, Michael's from Wall Street.
So he's out. He's over.
Yeah, he's old. Because I think the age difference between them is like 20, 30.
Oh yeah,
maybe even 30 years, close to that level. But
so some of them somewhat last. It don't last too long.
Yeah, but for every 2 or 3, you're gonna tell me that last. Like I can give you like probably 7 to 10 that didn't last. Yeah. And the thing about it, and I understand that's the culture. When you're in that industry, right? Is that hey, you're always working, right? You have shows to do. You have appearances to make, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to be a parent, right? It's even tough to be like a partner, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So along the way, it just doesn't last. And you would think sometimes they have all the money. They don't have a 9 to 5, so they make their own schedule. But sometimes the schedule they make is a schedule that actually brings them apart.
I think the problem is they're still busy and they can't really live their life, especially the mega ones.
Yeah.
They still, even though we think they don't have a 9 to 5, they probably have to go to shoots over here. They probably have to travel over here.
But you don't think that. Sometimes you think like, hey, like for example, we can talk about what's your boy over there for Amazon, the billionaire?
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos, right? You know what I'm saying? He went to the divorce with his wife, right? All the money in the world, you think you have a stable relationship with his wife. At some point, he was like, nah, yo, your sister looks better.
Yeah, but he cheated.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But you would think that there was always that stable bond that kept them together, and it didn't. So, but I'm going to be looking at this tabloid and see whether or not she comes back to A-Rod or A-Rod comes back.
It's allegedly they're still together. We just have to wait till it finalized.
Yeah,
basically, it's almost like a contract. We have to wait till it finalized to really do anything.
Exactly.
I don't know. I never had a divorce before, so I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not really into on that. I don't have that on my record yet, and I don't plan on getting divorced no time soon.
So you got to figure, right? Like they know a lot of friends. Like if let's say there's like a get together, they invite one and not the other, or they invite both. Because obviously they have friends.
I'm not sure if they have like
they got friends,
but if you once you break up with someone, the friends are gone. The friends are gone. Believe it or not, every time I have like a girlfriend, I break up with them. I never hang out with their friends.
I know, but like there's somebody that you know that you're friends with both.
Friends are gone.
Her and him, right?
Friends are gone.
You're not if you have a cookout, you invite one and not the other.
You don't invite them all. You invite your friends. Yeah, at the end of the day, when you with a relationship and you break up with someone, you got to get them off of everything.
Yeah.
Like you might have their friend, but accidentally in your Facebook or your Instagram, but you don't supposed to keep them around because at the end of the day, it's tough. Like you don't want to be in a situation you got to talk like, oh yeah, I'm with so and so. Hey, I was just hanging out with like, yeah, we're not together anymore. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
I'm just saying because sometimes if you're friends with one, you're friends with all.
You break up with the whole family, the whole friends, whole everything.
Including their brothers and
the brothers, the sisters,
the
brothers, sisters, the dog, everything. Like you break up with everything. Like it's no way you could be in a relationship with someone and break up and then stick with their friends.
I'm just saying the thing with Arod and JLO is that they have a lot of similar friends.
Yeah,
that's probably how they got together.
4 years? No, they got together because JLO was probably looking at.
Yeah, but somebody said, "Hey, let me introduce you to Arod, JLO.
Okay,
let me introduce you."
Come on.
Oh, I seen you hit a couple of home runs. How was that like?
You ever break up with someone and kept their friends?
No, I haven't. But I'm saying that the way that they got together was because of friends.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean nothing.
It means something.
You break up, you break up. That's how it is. The friends probably freaking talking about it anyway. They're probably laughing right now. Like they don't care. You think the friends care that like they laugh right now? They're like, oh damn, they broke up.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
They're probably looking at it like, yo, let me get with A-Rod now that he's single.
You'd be surprised. You see how that works, and then somebody say, let me get with J-Lo because she's single. Yeah.
Oh, obviously. How do you not say that? J-Lo hot as hell.
I don't know, but I know a couple of my boys who love to get with their boy's ex.
That's grimy because that's like people around the way.
But people do it.
Yeah, in the industry, it's like kind of free for all.
People do it. They be thinking that they could get with their sister. Like, no, you can't get with their sister.
It's like that dude, right? Woody Allen, right?
That's disgusting.
They got with Sun Yi.
Yeah, they have a documentary about that now.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
I'm saying he took it to a whole nother level. We get with the daughter that we adopted. That was
Woody Allen. Is it
Goldie Hawn? I think it was the.
Goldie Hawn. Who you get those? Goldie Hawn was just the one. That's Goldie Hawn is a big actress. Woody Allen and this is she was Asian. I don't know who it was.
Well, I just told you Sun Yi. And
then Roman Polanski did that too. Raped they said that supposedly he had sex with a minor and then he fled USA.
He was because he was not admitted back in. What was it like? It was a award like 5-6 years ago. He had to accept it from London because he wasn't allowed back. That is
back in the, and then a lot of people don't even say nothing.
He won that award too. What was it like?
He won it for the award, The Pianist.
Pianist. That's
what it was. That was like a couple of years. It was like more than 5-6 years ago. But gross. I don't know. You got to break up with your friends, break up with family members, break up with everybody once you break up with somebody.
Side question: have you ever done that? Ever gone with a girl that used to be?
No,
ex of any of your family members, boys.
Not even close. It's just
I pulled a switch.
I can't do it. You know why? It's wasted. I wouldn't want to get with anybody on that. Now I had a girl I used to mess with, and then like probably a year later, the girl friend like text me saying if they could like chill with me and stuff, and I was like. Yeah, quite. I chilled her, and we just watch TV, and I'm like, yeah, this is weird. Yeah, I was like, this is
that. But when I was like 16, 17, I pulled the switch.
Yo,
I'm telling you, it was masterpiece. Yeah, I was like with a girl. Me and my cousin, we were chilling with them, and after a couple of weeks, it was like me and this girl were just not on the same page. I just really wasn't vibing with her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then along the way, my cousin was just going along for the ride. Like, yo, my cousin, you're my first. We're chilling, and I was like, yo, I just came straight up, be like, yo, like, do you think, like, you might want to chill with this one, and I chill with her? What do you think? He's like, I don't care, whatever. And somehow I pulled the switch. I was like, Yeah, like I've been checking you, but I'm saying
checking me, checking
it was
you.
I did it respectful.
Yeah, respectfully.
Respectfully switched. The girl with a friend and.
Hey, so done with that JLO. JLO, they ain't getting back together. If they do, good for them.
Yo, JLO news is good news.
Yeah, it is. It's just I like her.
It's funny. She went from singing at the New Year's Eve
horrible
bash, the inauguration of Biden, to now separate. So she's been like every month.
She's been on a roll for the last 3 months.
January, February. Oh,
she's been on a roll.
All
right, so how you watch Coming to America?
I did.
How you like it?
I wonder if I'm the last one to watch it. You think
You're the last black person to watch it, I can tell you that.
Because I'll tell you, I'm watching TV, a lot of different shows out there. They're all talking about it. Some like it, some don't like it.
It was all right.
I'm like, I gotta peep it. So I watched it. So I'll tell you what I think. Let me hear what you think since you watched it first.
I think it was one of those. It might not need to be done. But it's good that it was.
That's how you feel?
It's because Coming to America was a classic.
It was.
This wasn't a classic in my opinion. Like you had some funny parts, but I just feel like sometimes these old movies that's a classic, you can't redo it. Like
these prequels,
they better not try to do Trading Places, a rerun of Trading Places.
That's one with Martin Lawrence, right?
Trading Places, no,
Eddie and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. Yeah. I don't want to Trading Places. They can't do.
I'm thinking of the Danny DeVito one.
Yeah,
with, Martin Lawrence.
Can't do a Beverly. They're gonna try to do a Beverly Hill. Like
they better not.
They're going to.
Well, first of all, Beverly Hills Cop. There was 3 of them.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Yeah, they're gonna come with 4th. That's already in making. I just no Trading Places, no Beverly Hill. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's one of those movies that I like that it came out because, as I said before, black don't crack, and you see all the beautiful.
Everybody looked great.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I don't think we needed this. And it didn't make, sometimes it didn't make sense. They say Coming to America, but you only was in America for like 10 minutes.
He was. So the first thing I thought of as soon as I started watching, I'm like, is this a production from Saturday Night Live? Because you had Tracy Morgan, Leslie Jones, Eddie Murphy, Colin Jost, I think his name, right?
Yeah.
So you have all these cats. It seems like it was like a Saturday Night Live like production, first of all, which is like, enough of that. But at the same time, I think it was a good movie. It's separate. Then if separate from Coming to America, I think it was a feel-good movie. It was like one of the type of movies you're happy at the difference between the way that was storyline than other movies. It was completely different. It's none of like, this one is trying to find this one or trying to steal this or explosions and all that. It was a story. I like the story.
Yeah.
I thought it could have been better if the story was done more so on the daughter as opposed to the son, him trying to find the bastard son and making him the prince and then eventually become the king. I think if they did a storyline with the daughter trying to move up and maybe a battle with Wesley Snipes' crew, I thought that would have been better. I liked the movie. It wasn't obviously better than the first.
The first one was amazing.
I will say there was a lot of hiccups along the way that didn't really merge. There was a lot of continuity parts that was just not looked at better enough.
I didn't like the son. The son
was okay. Like that was one of them. Like I didn't really see the continuity part. I didn't think there was like a sense between him being a son of Eddie Murphy. I didn't see. It was almost kind of like there was no pushback that, hey, you're my dad, and there was no back and forth, which there would be in real life. And then even later on, I didn't see it like a bond when they really like kind of settled on it.
He was just too goofy for the part.
Yeah.
He should have been more serious for the part.
They probably wanted somebody that wasn't well known.
Yeah.
Right?
I think he was just too goofy for the part. Other than that, hey, it needed to be done. They shoot it at Rick Ross' house, which was a big deal. And they said the production was, what was it, $200 million, $100 million?
I was actually looking at it. And
it's a lot of money.
The research because it looked like it was a lot of money.
The question is, who got all that money?
Well, I'd probably say
Eddie Murphy
scenes.
Because he created everything. Eddie Murphy probably got most of that money. That's what it looks. I mean, if you shoot in Rick Ross' house, it's $10 million just to shoot in Rick Ross' house. So
probably, location. Set.
How much? And you're going to pay all the actors?
But,
how much money?
There was a lot of actors.
But how much? They're not
James Earl Jones.
Not all of them going to get millions of dollars. They're going to get probably.
They're all going to get it.
They're not all going to get $100 million each or anything like that. Especially placement actors.
So there had to be in total production. There had to be over 500 total. Right?
But they're not going to get all $1 million.
They're not, obviously not. But Eddie Murphy probably got like a good 15 to 20 mil.
He probably got more than
Will
that.
Smith is getting around 20 mil a movie.
But it's Eddie Murphy's movie, so he probably got way more than that.
Okay, that's fine. So let's take an argument. Let's say he got 50 mil. You still got another 150 to throw out there. Morgan Freeman didn't show up for $500,000, right? He's a legend. He's worth over
showing up $500,000 for 10 minutes.
The funeral scene.
He showed up for $500,000.
He's still okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones. He's a legend. He
showed up for $500,000.
Arsenio Hall.
That might be like a good $4 or $5 million.
You said Rick Ross. You think he did it for free, or you think he got $1 million?
10 million. It's 10 million. He wasn't there.
Rick Ross. He was the soldier. He was
he was. Yeah, he probably was there, but that was his house, so he probably got $10 million for that.
Okay,
for his house.
That's fine. You also got the directors.
Yeah, right? Eddie Murphy
the
was
producers.
Yeah,
you got them.
I'm thinking $2-3 million each.
You got like the co-stars along the way. His wife that wasn't from the
she
first
only
one.
did for $1 million.
John Amos, the dad, he probably got a good $5 to $1 million, maybe $2. Maybe less. Maybe
$1 million.
Maybe less.
Probably Tracy Morgan, good $2-3 million because it's his Leslie probably $2-3 million.
I don't know about 2-3 for Leslie. She's
but
she's not Tracy Morgan.
She had a big part.
Oh yeah, that was another Tracy Morgan, another SNL live.
Yeah,
Leslie Jones, right?
Yeah, 2-3. I'm thinking. Probably, but I can tell you this right now: Eddie Murphy got the bulk of it.
He did, but I'm saying that's $200 million, right?
And you could tell he got the bulk of it too, because
of course.
He
played 4 characters.
They went to Coming to America. They went to America for 10 minutes and stayed in Rick Ross' house.
Yeah,
that shit was probably already done in like a week. I feel like it was done in a week.
Wesley Snipes, he probably got a good $5 million.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Even the CGI for the lion was bad.
The production.
CGI for the lion was bad.
Keep this in mind. When they shot the scene for Game of Thrones, and we're talking about the scene.
Game of Thrones, though.
No, but my point is that scene was the CGI, the actual set. You have to build the sets as well. That was $30 million just for the set, the CGI, the re-explosion. That was $30 million.
But that's a different compared to what Eddie Murphy was trying to
do. There's also money that ties into the production work.
Yeah, but I still think Eddie Murphy got a good bulk of it.
He did. But I'm saying there's $200 million right there. I'm just throwing it out there.
And then most
Avatar
of
was like, I think Avatar.
That was
over like.
First of all, Avatar, you can't compare Avatar because Avatar is the whole thing is CGI. And it costs a lot of money for those geeks to do stuff.
To redo it,
but this is they only did a CGI for really just the lion. And then if you think about most of these actors and actresses, they haven't been in Hollywood for a long time. Not Leslie and then Tracy Morgan and Morgan Freeman.
Garcelle.
But the rest of them, they haven't been in. I guarantee they was getting some of them get $1 million, some of them get 500,000. Because even Tiana Taylor, I don't think she got $1 million. She probably got 500,000.
Yeah, and even a homeboy from Power.
Yeah, come on,
the son. He probably got like
they didn't get that much money because they probably. And I guarantee you, some of them Eddie Murphy said, "Hey, you want to be in here? You get this, and that's it." Because everybody was gonna watch it regardless. He got money from Amazon. He didn't go to TV, so Amazon gave him money just to put on.
I was actually gonna ask you about that. Like, how are they gonna be profitable with this?
Amazon gave him money for
that. Was it?
Hey,
subscribers is the way that they're gonna make money, right?
So I always say about subscribe. You know who's killing the subscription game right now? Netflix, Microsoft, Disney. Netflix, Microsoft, Disney. I only say Netflix obviously because of the movie. Microsoft, that Game Pass is phenomenal if you have an Xbox. Game Pass phenomenal. Disney, they just $100 million.
Actually, that's crazy. That's perfect. They actually started that. If you go back 15 years ago, they started the subscription base with that. That's right.
So Amazon did it $100 million, and that's like chump change to them. If you look at an Amazon stock right now, it's a skyrocket because. I'm over here. I'll just order something on Amazon. They didn't get and I'm still going to shop with them because of Amazon. And I don't even think they have great customer service, but that's how it is. That's how it is.
They don't have like great inventory service.
But $100 million just to have come to America. I think it should have been it could have been an Amazon Prime special or it couldn't go to movies. You can't go to movies with this one.
Nah, well, you could because Eddie Murphy is on the cover.
It definitely
48 Hours.
All I know.
What was the one that he did?
I know the good movies.
The
good movies are going to HBO, and then some of the all right movies going to either Netflix or Amazon. Good movies are going to HBO, like even like the Batman Zack Snyder cut. That's they already said that's going to be like Justice League Zack Snyder cut is.
I'm saying Will Smith did Bright, 3 years ago. It was like Will Smith. A lot
of people said that was a bad movie. I love that movie.
I thought it was a good movie, but I'm saying he kind of started because Will Smith was a blockbuster type of actor. Yeah. The fact that he had Bright and that went to Netflix, it was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Superstar, Netflix, okay, and then everybody else started to flow in.
I think that it was a good movie, but it was definitely meant for Amazon or Netflix. It was definitely not a movie like you go out to go see type movies. And Eddie Murphy was smart to actually do that because I don't think it would have did really well. Yeah. Obviously, it's not like it was Black Panther, like all the black folks from Wakanda and stuff.
It's like that type of movie that you as you're watching it, you feel good watching it.
But I wouldn't watch it again. It's not
I might have to. How do you like the ending? Because I thought the ending was probably the biggest mess up.
There was no really close substance. Right? They have like the fight, and then boom. Okay, one is an ambassador for United States.
They're like friends.
Yeah,
the chick.
Like why they was friends so quick.
So quick. Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like the daughter just you know what I'm saying smashes up on all his soldiers.
Yep, knocked her up.
Yeah, everything. He's on the ground, and then she points the stick at him like, "Hey, you know this is what's gonna happen." He's like, "Okay, you know you got power, all right? I submit." And then at the end, they're all dancing, having a good time. We are family. It was feel good. You know what I mean? It was feel good. Yeah. But at the same time, it was no substance to the way, and there was no continuity to the way that character was earlier to the way he was at the end. I mean, you telling me that in the beginning, if your dad tells you, and obviously Wesley Snipes, if this is the plan, if your dad tells you, hey, you're gonna get assassinated, obviously by Wesley Snipes' group. But then that same guy that was supposed to assassinate you is over there at your party dancing with everybody.
Yep.
You're like, that doesn't really happen. That's just not normal. You know what I mean?
Off of that, but do you see the Grammys?
I didn't see the Grammys. I didn't. I went out with the, you know what I'm saying, the wifey, and I didn't watch it. I'm going to
tell you this. I'm going to look at the camera for this one. I don't watch the Grammys because it's just the same thing over and over. People complain about who won. They don't have enough stars, and then they'll try to put like a twinkle of stats in there, like Nas winning his first Grammy, Beyonce have the most Grammy by female artists, Kanye West and Jay-Z tied of the same Grammy with 24, and then Billie Eilish, she won a Grammy. Best New Artist is Meg Thee Stallion, even though she rapped for like 3 years. That's why I don't see Grammy. You need to do better when it comes to the Grammys. I'm just letting you know that. But
I didn't watch it. I guess maybe I should have watched it now because I do have it.
I just don't know if it's. I can't deal with the Grammys because I feel like even The Weeknd, even though I don't like The Weeknd like that, although some of his earlier year songs was great, he should have won some type of Grammy. And I feel like I don't know what's the criteria for the Grammys. I really don't know what the criteria for the Grammys.
I always thought of that. Is it based on sales, whether it be downloads?
It almost look like it's clout. Like even like when was why do they don't want a big day? The
the girl. Girl, yeah.
Even
I know what you're talking about,
yeah. So even when she won a Grammy last year, I didn't get it. Like how she won a Grammy?
It was a girl. I mean, she was pretty popular at that moment. She have a lot of
one good song.
Download. She was.
It's not one good song, but she just now. Where is she now?
Yeah. Well, nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's just I don't get it. But congratulations to like Beyonce. She got the most a female artist. Quincy Jones has 31. So I think a lot of people are saying that if she keep on making music, she'll surpass the Quincy Jones record of 31. And then obviously what else on there as well?
Lizzo is who you're thinking of. Lizzo. Yeah.
I don't know how.
It was catchy.
Yeah, Lizzo was catchy.
Actually, and then I think the other thing. Do you remember when she was at the Lakers game where she had the back?
Yeah. Would you tap Lizzo there?
I have to see her bank account because at that point, if she's at that level,
you need to see her bank account for
because this is why. Because once everything is like,
why you didn't see a bank account? Why you didn't see a bank account to beg the girl?
Okay. Because at that point, when she's at a certain level, everybody can say, "Hey, it was worth it," you know. Because I'm gonna get a lot of.
You tell me, like you got to be a big. That's why I probably smash Oprah because that's
my point.
Yeah, but Lizzo's like she's all right. She ain't that bad. She's cute.
No, I'm not saying she's not, but at that point, she's not appealing to me just as a regular singer. Her singing, her songs is okay. But if I look at her bank, I'm be like, damn, you're really established. You're a person that's going somewhere. You know what I mean? You have goals. I could tell by the 7 figures. You know what I mean? Let's get lunch.
Now you open up a can of worms. So, we'll go back to the Grammy, but on Breakfast Club, I heard they.
So Lizzo 5 figures is the same as Lizzo 7 figures.
I don't. She's still
Obviously
cute.
not.
She's still cute. Like, like she's all right. You worried about her because of the big size, but she's still cute.
Not really. I don't know even talk about her size. I don't even care. I think she has a nice face.
Well, I'm gonna say a lot of people is up in arms because a couple of women said they won't date a guy if they make less than them.
Really?
Yeah,
that's different.
That's
definitely different.
Because you know what I'm thinking? Because how many guys dated girls that make less than them? Like.
Well, I mean, there's more females in the country than males right away. So,
but how many girls make less than men? I'm
saying there's a lot of girls out there that make more than.
And then
men.
you're telling me a girl can't date a guy who make less than.
I'm not saying that they if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. Because I'm sure for them, they're thinking about, hey, I don't want to do that. Otherwise, going to take advantage of me. I want them to like me for who I am. So if they make more than me. And at that point, then they're not with me because of my money. They're with me because they like me who I am.
But so what if a guy reverse that and say, "Hey, if you make less than me, we can't get together."
Can't get together because I'm sure the girl's looking at it like, "You're a bum. You're a bum."
So you see how the double standard comes?
It's a double standard without a doubt. But I'm just saying they're looking at it like, "Hey, you're the type of dude that makes less than me. So either you're not motivated to make more money, or at least otherwise, you're the type of dude that may try to leech off me, and I ain't having that." And I respect that.
I don't know.
I'm not saying I agree with it, but I get it. I respect that.
I'm just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy. So back to the Grammys, because do you know that Kanye, so all the arguments we had with Kanye West and everything about his shenanigans, he has 24 Grammys.
I thought that was mind-boggling. He had 24? That was mind-boggling.
It's actually tied up with Jay-Z.
That was crazy. That's
mind-boggling. Then, you know what the funny thing is? A lot of people not catching this whole battle with Jay-Z and Kanye at the moment. 24 Grammys each. Jay-Z. Did Jay-Z surpass Kanye West? No, I don't think he surpassed him.
As far as money? Nah.
I think Kanye
is definitely
still above.
Yeah, because nothing gets you more money than when you get into retail.
Yeah, and then Kanye West,
Rockaway
arguably,
nice,
I know Jay-Z probably is a better rapper, but Kanye West arguably could be more talented than Jay-Z.
Of course. Well, first of all, one thing you got to give props to Kanye, as much crazy things as he says or does, is that you got to give into his mind when it comes to looking at a product and knowing how to make it evolve and making it like better for the masses.
Because Jay-Z
with the Yeezys, Rockaway is great. Sean John was great. There's only other labels out there, other clothing lines out there. But what he did with Yeezys, because remember, at one point you had Nike, you had the Jordan brand, you had Adidas. But because of Kanye, majority anyway.
But Jay-Z's a businessman. Jay-Z's a businessman. He's smart. He's selling all his liquor. He's selling all this.
Of course.
But at the same time, Kanye West is slowly creeping up to be that genius that everybody knows. Obviously, he still have the talented as being a producer, still have like ghostwriting, whatever. But he's a genius.
He is. But remember, too, he was also a great producer. I mean, Jay-Z is a great rapper. Is he a great producer? I can't say that. I can't say that. I mean, as good as I thought Memphis Bleak was. And then
Memphis Bleak is.
And Bleak is exactly what I'm saying. As good as I thought Memphis Bleak is, I didn't think Jay-Z made him better to the masses. Right?
You can argue
Freeway. You remember Freeway?
You could even argue that Jay-Z didn't really made Kanye. It was actually Dame Dash that gave Kanye the chance.
Yeah, but I'm saying so that's the difference, right? So the thing with Kanye, you're right. So the thing with Kanye, as a producer, he made his own type of music that made him evolve himself. I didn't think Jay-Z made that music. I'm talking from the producer level that made other artists better, and I think that's where Kanye surpassed Jay-Z as far as the artist, as far as producing goes, music, and then you get into the finances as well. Like you said earlier, now he's with Gap as well, so he has this vision that you have to give it. As crazy as the way his mind works, there's some relevance to what he.
I bought Gap stock at $13, and
what is it now?
It's at 32. Sold it.
Would it have been 32 if Kanye's name wasn't tied into it?
But I sold it at what time? How much I sold it? I sold it at 22. I should have kept that. I don't know why I didn't keep it. But the fact that it was, first of all, number one is that you got into it because you knew Kanye was a part of it. Yeah. Because you know why? Because he made Adidas. He made Adidas really big. Adidas is always big, but he made Adidas relevant when it comes to fashion. Yeah. So I kind of figured Gap was going to be one of those things.
Of course. Well, it was. He just gave up early.
Yeah. And his clothing line didn't even actually open up yet. So it was supposed to be in this March, but obviously it's not coming this March. It might be next summer or something like that.
You know what? I probably say in the next 5 years, Kanye will launch more music than Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah. Most likely. Although I don't know if it's good. I don't want to hear too much of the Christian music too much anymore.
That's different, but I think that he's just doing it as I don't want to say hobby because religion is not a hobby. I think it's just something that makes him feel good that he doesn't have to worry about what other people.
Well, unless Jay-Z, because Beyonce have a couple of albums still left in her tank, so she probably come out with an album. Rihanna, a lot of people think that she might not even come out with an album because she's making so much money off her lingerie. But what about even Megan Thee Stallion? I still don't understand why she's a best new artist. And I get it, but she's been there for so long.
Well, so yeah, you're right. She's because I think she had that controversy way earlier with Carl Crawford, with the record label.
3 years?
So it's definitely, I don't get that. That I don't get. She's definitely not part of that committee where you would say, hey, let's, she's not a new artist lineup artist. She's been around for, like you said, 3 years. I don't get that. I mean, she's a great artist. Unless it's just this is her blowing up moment.
What song does she have?
Well, here's the thing. They're also probably looking at a 2020, right? So it's not 2020.
Even if, what song does she have? The Savage song was the only one I don't know. It must be me. Because I still don't think she know how to sing. I like her body and all that.
She's a phenomenal rapper.
Yeah, I like
listen to her lyrics. Her wordplay is good. Everything.
I don't like that song, the
punchline.
N-I-G-G. I'd rather be with the Tupac rendition.
Yeah, N-A-G-G-A.
That was a horrible song to me. But Savage is all right. Obviously with Beyonce,
Hot Girl was the hottest track coming out earlier. So that was hot. I think was it not Cardi? Who was that did it? Was it Nicki? It was Nicki, right? Yeah. Nicki did the Hot Girl.
I don't know, but I'm perfect with that decision. As long as it wasn't like Doja Cat or some dumb artist like that. Billie Eilish, she kind of knew she was gonna win something. Cause
the thing with Billie, I'm sorry, Doja. The thing with Billie, she has a huge following.
Yeah,
it goes beyond just the inner city. It goes way. It's really,
you really didn't have too much controversy. It was just boring to me. And then at the same time, I didn't see all the big names. Obviously, we knew Beyonce was gonna win. We knew Kanye West was gonna win for something.
What about Cardi? Did Cardi win something?
No, it's because Cardi performed.
She did perform.
But other than that, she didn't have really that much songs last year. And if she would have won something with what song? If you was talking about like the paparazzi song or the Clout song,
the WAP.
The WAP just came out. I think that might be for next year. Yeah. I think that probably be next year. But other than that, it's really I don't know about the Grammys. But, it is a congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to everyone who won. Obviously, Beyonce record setting. Obviously, Kanye West, Billie Eilish, and Megan Thee Stallion, and all the winners that goes on. I think who else won that I saw on there? Nas. Congratulations to your first Grammy, which is amazed me that you don't have any type of Grammy. But it is what it is on there. But speaking of another legend, someone decided to buy the Red Sox, a part owner
LeBron.
Of the Red Sox. Now, this is the first time they had a black owner regardless on it. Because Red Sox...
In MLB.
Yeah, MLB. Well, Red Sox was not in MLB because the Dodgers. But I'm talking about Red Sox in franchise.
Well, yeah, that's right. Because Magic Johnson, he's part of... Yeah, that's right.
But it's just the fact that...
Part of that group.
A lot of people know the history of Red Sox and obviously Fenway. Fenway is one of the most racist.
It is.
Boston is one of the most racist states and cities in all America. You'd be surprised if you think down south was racist. Up north is racist when it comes to those stuff.
It is. You're right.
But it was. I was surprised. And I would think because he's a lifelong Yankee fan and he's in LA. I was surprised that he said Boston.
So he's a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yep.
He's a New York Yankees fan.
Yep.
And then in basketball, I guess I would assume Cleveland, but he went to Miami and now he's with the Lakers.
Yeah, but the fact that he bought Boston Red Sox. You know what it is? I think it's more opportunity.
Maverick Carter is a part of it. So a lot of the things that LeBron gets involved with is whatever Maverick Carter says, hey, LeBron, this is what we're going to get into.
I think it's more opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a legend for opportunity.
Of course.
Because he wouldn't even thought about that. Maverick Carter, whatever Maverick Carter and LeBron doing right now, they just taking it by storm. They're not doing all the regular stuff. That's why they want
to get into something.
Basketball aside, I still think he's number 2, Michael Jordan's, because obviously LeBron probably make a lot of money off all his ventures, but Michael Jordan makes a lot of money off all his ventures too.
Even NASCAR.
He should have actually tried to go for North Carolina Panthers, but I know that was a big, because
P Diddy tried.
He tried, but NFL do not want a black owner nowhere near them. But it was just a genius move, because it's just one of those moves that it's going to make a lot of money, because Boston Red Sox is always going to be a contender in MLB for the next 10 to 20 years. So that was a smart move on LeBron, trying to make as much money as possible, especially because I'm pretty sure after three or 4 years, he might have to leave basketball, because at the end of the day, you want to kind of enjoy your time retirement. You don't want to be body. You want to be aching. You want to actually do that. I guarantee you, after basketball, he might try to go for like an ownership for like basketball ownership somewhere, just like Mike.
I think what he probably should do, so the Fenway Sports Group is a group that he's involved with to get ownership into the to Boston Red Sox. I think what he should do after this is get into the WNBA, because at that point that's going to be a great bridge to get him to the regular NBA. Because at that point, if he can get into basketball first, because it's going to be tough for him to buy any team. I mean, here's the thing: Kevin Garnett tried to get the Minnesota Timberwolves. They didn't give it to him. He was pissed off. He went on the.
But he was in a group. He was in a group though. Kevin Garnett don't have enough money for it. That's why.
Well, LeBron is always got to be part of a group.
Yeah, but
you're always part of
the reason why,
like Michael Jordan, he was part of a group before he even got
but
the Hornets.
He was part
with
of
the Wizards. He was with the Wizards.
Yeah, he was in the front office of the Wizards. He had a lot of money to actually do the Charlotte thing. And then
but even with the Bobcats, he had to buy it from Bob Johnson.
Yeah.
The owner, the creator of BET.
Yeah.
He still had a minority stake. He had to buy in. Same thing with LeBron. So in order to
but WNBA wouldn't be, because WNBA is I love the WNBA, but it's a failing company. That's why he wouldn't want to do that.
If LeBron James owned, let's say, like a team, like let's say the LA Sparks, right? Mm-hmm. It would make it a lot more appealing, and at that point, the revenue will go up.
Appealing to who? It's gonna stay the WNBA.
Well, LA's a great market.
Yeah, but it's not a great.
You're talking about a city that got 2 NBA franchises. I love 2 football franchises.
I get it, but I love WNBA. But it's the people are not watching. That's
got
the
issue. Galaxy, the soccer team. They even got a soccer team.
WNBA, nothing with the Galaxy. WNBA, people are not watching it. That's why it's the.
I'm going to tell you, it's a 5-second story, real quick, right?
So 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Remember Lisa Leslie?
I get it.
The reason why I watched WNBA because of Lisa Leslie.
But I'm not saying that.
So I would watch WNBA because of LeBron James.
But the present time, it's not getting enough revenue. NBA had to pay for them to be relevant.
But it would be more relevant if LeBron James
wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
Why would you? LeBron's not playing. Why would it be relevant if LeBron's not playing?
Let me ask you a question. The fact that the Charlotte Hornets are a team and they suck, they're bad, aren't they more relevant because Michael Jordan owns them? People go to the games because they know that.
No, it's relevant because it's NBA and Charlotte. There's nothing between Michael Jordan. Of course, he owns them, but everybody know. And right now, NBA, he's one of the worst owners in talent wise.
He is, but at the same time, regardless of how bad he is as an owner, the team gets televised.
We don't watch NBA
sales happen because he's the owner.
We watch NBA because of the players. That's the only thing. Now Michael Jordan got LaMelo. I guarantee that boosts his team up.
It does. But not so much because remember, like at the same time, like he's been the owner of the team.
But no one cared about that because
Kemba Walker was with the team. Kemba Walker's
no
better
one
than LaMelo.
cared about that.
Kemba Walker's better.
Let me
than
tell
LaMelo.
you, look it up right now. You know Charlotte was going to get rid of Charlotte.
I do know that. That's why the Bobcats was eventually converted.
No one cared about
the Pelicans.
Listen, Michael Jordan wasn't playing the game. Why would they care about that?
Because of the name, the cachet,
LeBron James,
the royalty.
So what?
Name.
He's not playing the game. You think that he watched the Wizards? He wasn't playing great in the game.
He didn't play good with the Wizards. I agree with you.
But at the end of the day, no one's not going to watch WNBA because LeBron owns something.
I'm not saying they're going to watch.
That's what you just said.
I'm not saying all of them, but some will. People will.
Yeah,
the attendance will go up. The viewership will go up.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
D, I'm telling you.
It will not go up. To you, it might, but no one will. No, it's gonna be same story. Okay. No one watches the NBA.
So we'll agree to disagree. But do you think LeBron? And I think I agree with me.
It's a bad money decision.
So do you think LeBron will just go from MLB right to NBA? You don't think he's gonna hop into WNBA? Because that makes financial sense. Okay.
It doesn't make financial sense because they're losing money. It makes financial sense because they're losing money.
That's fine. But
do you know that all the WNBA, the NBA, the reason why they have a partnership with NBA because NBA had to pay them to stay relevant.
That's true.
That's it.
That is true. I don't think if they had the backbone of the NBA to keep them financially stable, it probably would have collapsed a long time ago. Just like the XFL. I know you're going to get at me, even though The Rock is going to revive.
You love those second brand teams,
They're going to revive them.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Okay.
Right? And then there was the other one that they did last year, too, the American League. You remember the AFL?
And what happened to that?
It collapsed after 1 year. I agree. But I'm saying they never had a guy, a name like LeBron as part of the
Oh, my God. LeBron. I get it. I get it. I know you like, no. It's not happening, man.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry, but LeBron.
But you think he's going to jump right into NBA? Because that's his financial goal is to buy, have the money to get into the NBA.
He's gonna jump right into the NBA.
Jordan did it, so it should be Jordan. LeBron does it.
But Jordan is a billionaire.
LeBron will be a billionaire not that far from now.
Yeah, not that. It's gonna take a while.
It will take a while, of course. Yeah, $1 billion is not easy.
Exactly.
$1 million is definitely not easy.
And
I think it was Mark Zuckerberg that said that the first million took a long time. Like maybe it was it for Tesla? I'm drawing a blank real quick.
Elon Musk.
I think he said his first billion took like I don't know a couple years, but the first 100 million was like half the time. So it's always easy to get the other millions when you've got the first. LeBron already has all those millions already.
Listen, man, I don't know why you think that WNBA is gonna be the
No. I'm saying LeBron James that he's gonna hopscotch all his money, everything from the MLB to WNBA and then to the NBA. I'm just saying it makes sense if he's trying to get into NBA. I don't think a lot of owners are gonna just say directly, "Hey, LeBron, we'll give you a team just because you're LeBron." Even though, because remember Jordan,
no matter what, he could buy any team in WNBA. Is not gonna fix the ratings
of the WNBA.
It won't fix the ratings.
Not on the other teams, but it will for the team.
He's not gonna fix the ratings.
Not on the whole league. I agree.
Like, I'm sorry, I love the WNBA, but it's
not
boring.
On the whole league.
It's very boring.
I don't know what channel it's on.
So you over here talking about it?
I'm not saying I watch it, but I'm talking.
But how you expect if you don't watch it? How many OGs out there in the world that doesn't watch the WNBA?
But I'll tell you one thing: if there was a team in New England that was owned by LeBron James, I will watch it.
Not me.
I will watch it.
I'm good.
I will watch it.
Yeah,
I will watch it.
Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. So Drew Brees retiring. You gonna say congratulations?
Big deal? No,
it's a big deal because he is as in stats top 3 quarterback ever lit as in stats.
Let me ask you a question, right? And we I don't think we've ever had this conversation ever with anybody, our friends, anybody. Is he potentially the most underachieved quarterback of all time? No MVP. He has the great stats for touchdowns and yardage. He has 1 Super Bowl, right? No MVP. How many years now? 17 years, right?
You know what? I don't want to say he's the most underachiever because I still give that to Phillip Rivers. Because,
that's a good one.
But Drew Brees at least got at a time that they needed it so badly, and when Katrina hit, gave New Orleans a Super Bowl. Now the rest of the years, it was I don't know why. You can never bet on Drew Brees to go get a Super Bowl. So at the end of the day, he underachieved a lot but stats wise, he overachieved. Because keep in mind, he was a small dude.
Yeah, coming out of Purdue, I think he went to the Chargers. I mean, what's funny? There was actually a smaller dude on the team. Remember Doug Flutie?
Yeah.
Doug Flutie was actually the starter with the Chargers. Drew Brees was he was actually part of that trade. You remember Michael Vick?
Yeah.
He was part of the was it Sean Marion? Sean Marion, Drew Brees as part of draft pick from Atlanta. So Michael Vick was part of that overall pick to Atlanta. So he was a short dude.
Yeah, it was a short dude, and that by itself kind of, because most of these quarterbacks they're gonna be like 6'4", 6'5". They want big quarterbacks. He was a small quarterback, so he was a little bit of overachiever when it comes to like his stature. But other than that, Super Bowl accolades and MVP things like that, he's a little bit underachiever. All those stats kind of throw out everything that. And the comment he made last year kind of lost everything for me.
Good. Not to overshadow the comments he made, which he was corrected by Mike Thomas as far as like the military. Because I think his grandfather served in the military, that kneeling he felt wasn't necessarily like patriotic, and Mike Thomas was like, "Hey, listen, dude, you're missing the whole point. That's not what it's about. It's about sending a message. It's that otherwise Black Lives Matter, and this is the way that we can enforce that type of speech and that way of thinking. It's not necessarily about that.
So it's just, I don't know.
Not to overshadow, but the reason I say this up is, and I'm going to throw this out there. So here's the receivers that he's had in his career. You ready?
Yeah.
Michael Thomas. Right? That was a damn list over here. I just had it.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Was it the? Damn it! If this list.
Yeah, Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders. He had Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham.
When he was on his, Jimmy Graham was like killing at the time on there. Ted Ginn Jr., which he had as well. Mm-hmm. He had Ted Ginn Jr. He even had a homeboy from who went to Texans and who wants to like a trade. He was there for a while, and then he went to L.A.
You're talking about not Thomas, right?
No. He had a homeboy who just went to Texas last year. He was really good. He was on my fantasy, too. But he had some good, decent receivers. He had Deuce Staley. He had a good run. He had
the running back.
Yeah, he got good running. Come on. He had Thomas, Ingram. He got Kamara.
So even if let's say we're going by play, he had Reggie Bush on the team as well.
Reggie Bush. I remember that.
Yeah. Was he there with Ricky Williams? Or was it Aaron Brooks? I think it was Aaron Brooks.
Yeah, Aaron Brooks was with Ricky Williams. That was back. I love that back in the day when they used to play.
Holt. Was it Troy? Was it Holt? The one that he took out the phone right out of the end zone. Remember, he took out the phone as a celebration. He was talking on it. Was it? Remember that?
Was Chad? Chad was his name?
No. It was Holt.
Joe
Horn. He had Joe Horn.
Okay.
So he had Joe Horn. Jimmy Graham, that you said, there we go. I fucked the list, right? Marcus Colston. Fucking smash this shit.
Can't even find it.
I'm going to go off memory, right? There was Marcus Colston. There was Joe Horn. Jimmy Graham. Reggie Bush, because Reggie Bush was a catching type of.
He was nice.
Pierre Thomas, another type of catching running back.
Yeah, what happened to Pierre Thomas? Yeah, he had Pierre Thomas.
I'm saying he had all these type of players on the team. Ted Ginn. Super fast, coming out of Ohio State, super fast, number 9 pick to the Dolphins. He had all these guys on the team, so I'm saying through all of that, he's had a lot of type of supporting receivers, and all he has is one Super Bowl to show.
Underachieved. And they always try to say he had like bad luck with a couple of years, but underachieved. And it's one of those things that I love my Giants, but you made Eli Manning get 2 Super Bowls in your conference.
So Mario Manningham, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To what is it? One for the Steelers, right? What was it? The 6'4" receiver, the one that came from the Steelers. He caught that catch right before Manningham did.
Caught that catch right before Plexico Burress.
Plexico Burress, yeah. So you had him. Mm-hmm. And, you had a great defensive type of.
Yeah, but at the same time, you was in the same league.
Jean-Pierre Paul.
But tell you the truth. If Aaron Rodgers don't get another Super Bowl too, he's gonna be in that little.
It's funny you say that because
underachieving. Because Aaron Rodgers, that whole even Russell Wilson, and we're gonna go to him later. Mm-hmm. He's gonna be in that underachieving. But there's a lot of people in the NFC is underachieving, and you can't tell me it's because it's the Brady era.
No,
because it was a lot. Because Eli had to, as I said before.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's not the Brady era because of that.
Carson Wentz. Is it Carson Wentz?
Nick Foles. Nick Foles got the championship.
Yeah, correct.
Because I don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, but you had a lot of chances. Yeah, they have a lot of chances, and they are not doing it.
Yeah, the NFL is like what have you done for me lately type of league.
Yeah,
right?
and
they don't care about the past. Is what have you done?
Because I don't care. Aaron Rodgers keep on saying that he needs help, but hey, you had a lot of help these days. Russell Wilson, you have a lot of help.
Yeah.
That's I don't know, but other than that, just going to Russell Wilson, you think he's gonna get traded this year?
If you asked me a year ago, would Tom Brady get traded? I would have said no. So because of that, I'm gonna learn off history, and I'm gonna say, come September, Russell Wilson is with Seattle.
Probably, but I think Deshaun Watson will leave. But I think
Watson will be gone.
I think Russell Wilson probably will have to stay because first of all, he just signed that contract a year ago.
If there was a team he was going to go to, it was going to be Chicago because
with
Mitchell Trubisky, they weren't going to sign him.
He signed Andy Dalton just
Nick Foles was in the cusp of coming up. It was going to be that. If it wasn't that, then it was going to be the Saints. They just signed Jameis Winston, which I'm assuming Seattle said, hey, we're not going to trade him.
Yep.
So I said Russell Wilson's going to stay with Seattle. I think it makes sense for them to keep him. He
just Bill, get him a better alignment because he's running all over the place, and that's his problem. So
but here's the thing, right? So you want to give him a better alignment, right? Mm-hmm. You gave him DK, right? You did that.
Time to throw.
Yeah, I know, but you also gave him a running game, right? Now, I understand you took away from his
Carson
defense.
Is decent.
I know you took away from his defense. I understand that. It's not the same. It's not the Legion of Boom. I get it. But at the same time, you got rid of certain things, but you gave him other things. Your decaf is outstanding right now. Arguably coming into the
still a little immature, but
of course, but he's still like a productivity monster.
Yep.
Right? You just got to throw it up, and he's going to do whatever. If 50-50 balls, he's probably catching them over 50% of the time.
I think he's going to have a big drop-off this year, though.
DK?
Yeah, I have a feeling. I have a big feeling. I don't know why I have that feeling, but I've seen this before. They have a monster year, drop-off.
I don't know.
He needs. I think he needs a line. Mm-hmm. He needs a line.
Chris Carson is the type of a running back that
injury prone.
If you can't get to DK, then he'll take over. That's why
injury prone.
He's injured, but they also had Travis Homer as the backup.
Yeah.
He was quick, outstanding.
Yeah,
they have the backup support.
They need some help.
Yeah,
they need some help. DK, you got DK. You got the wide receiver on there. So you got DK. You got the other wide receiver. It's just he needs help.
Greg Olsen, he retires at that point. Now you're gonna go with Zach.
Who's the wide receiver? Is the one of the? He's actually a good wide receiver too.
Oh, you talking about the other side? Damn, why am I drawing?
Why are we drawing Blake over here?
Yeah,
but
the shorter dude. Right? Yeah.
So it's time to go.
Yeah.
So
we've been doing this
so we're gonna get out of here.
It's all that JLO talk.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna get out of here. Obviously, we want you to try to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Also, leave that comment. We're going to put this video up on Thursday. If you have any questions, obviously, you email us on fellascorner@gmail.com for all your inquiries. Obviously, we're going to be here. But as I say, let live, let rock, live life to the fullest. Don't let anybody bother you. Fellas Corners all day, baby.